Next topic is solid state breaker. So in solid state breaker, there are several breakers are there, but solid state breaker is different from that breaker. Normally, any circuit breaker, normal conventional circuit breaker consists of fixed and movable contacts. There is a arc branching phenomena. Whenever the fault occurs, the moving contact is moved away from the fixed contact. There is a arc is established in between fixed contact and moving contact. But in case of solid state breaker, there is no contacts, fixed contact and moving contact. There is no of arc branching phenomena. This is a different operation. A solid state circuit breaker SSCB has almost same topology as that of an SSCL, solid state current limiter, except that the limiting inductor is connected in series with an opposite pole thyristor pair. So one inductor is present that is connected in series. The thyristor pair is switched on simultaneously as the bidirectional switch is switched off once a fault is detected. This will force the fault current to flow through the limiting inductor in the same manner. So please see the solid state breaker configuration. So this is a switch. So the inductor is connected in series. There is a GTOs and the thyristor. One variable load also is present in the system. Whenever the fault occurs, there is a current flowing through the inductor. The voltage drop is changed in across variable load. The voltage is changed across the variable load. So whenever the variable changes occurred in the variable load, automatically the switch is open. The switch is disconnected from the load. This way we protect the load. So the thyristor pair is black after a few cycles. If the fault still persists, the current through the thyristor pair will cease to flow at the next available zero crossing of the current. There still might be a small amount of current flow to the fault through the snubber circuit. However, the magnitude of this current is small and this can be easily interrupted by a mechanical switch that is always placed in series with the solid state circuit breaker. A circuit breaker in which GNOT diode, silicon controlled rectifier or solid state device is connected to sense when load terminal voltage exceeds the safe value. A solid state device is connected to sense when the load terminal voltage exceeds a safe value. Means in the circuit diagram, whenever this value is changes, exceed this value, then the switch is open. The solid state breaker concept works by replacing the traditional moving parts of an electromechanical circuit breaker with power electronics and advanced software algorithm that control the power and can interrupt extreme currents faster than ever before. This is a fast operation compared to conventional breakers. So please see the diagram. This is a breaker current. This is a fundamental supply of cycle. Fundamental supply of cycle. So the solid state break, whenever the fault occurs, the settling time, the TSS is solid state breaker time is very less. Please observe that one. So this point, this small point gives TSS, solid state breaker time on position. So that will take very minimum time for operating. or for detecting the faults. So the mechanical breaker TM takes more time compared to TSS. TSS always less than TM. TSS always less than the TM. This is a mechanical breaker response time. This is the solid state breaker response time. Very less time. TSS solid state breaker response time is in microseconds. Mechanical breaker response time is milliseconds. Prospective current during short circuit peak is equal several kiloamps or higher. Please see this figure also. There is a trip zone. Please observe the trip zone. The solid state breaker operates in milliseconds. The mechanical breaker operates in seconds. The solid state breaker operated in very less time. This is a trip zone. Please observe the diagram. System response with a solid state breaker. Please observe this one. So this is the whenever the fault occurs, they respond very fastly. Their response time is very fast in solid state breaker. So whenever there is a disturbance in a system, there is no need to flow any current. The current flowing is 0. Next one is solid state transfer switch. Please observe the solid state transfer switch. In solid state transfer switch, there is a two switches, one sensitive load. So they have two feeders. One is a preferred feeder, another one is alternate feeder. So whenever the preferred feeder having some fault or some maintenance work is there, so then the SW1 all opens and SW2 closes for supplying continuity of service. For continuity of service, we using the solid state transfer switch. So this is just like as a main and transfer bus bar. The main bus bar is under maintenance, we using the transfer bus bar. Similar manner, if the preferred feeder under fault under maintenance condition or fault condition, we using alternative feeder. So the main advantage of solid state transfer switch is the load operated continuously. In case of a power supply failure, the solid state transfer switch SSTS can switch to the normal power supply with fast switching. The fast switching means 5 milliseconds to prevent the sensitive from under voltage or interruption effects. This device, which is also known as static transfer switch STS, is used to transfer power from the preferred feeder to the alternate feeder in case of voltage sag or swells or fault. Whenever the sag occurs or swell occurs or the fault occurs, automatically preferred feeder will be in active mode. In the preferred feeder, the transfer switch would be used to protect sensitive loads, and SSTS contain two pairs of opposite pole switch. In this case, the switch is made of thyristors. These switches are represented by or denoted by SW1 and SW2. Suppose the preferred feeder supplies the power to the load. This is done through the switch SW1 while the switch SW2 remains open. If a sudden voltage sag occurs in the preferred feeder, the SSTS then closes the switch SW2 such that current starts flowing through the alternate feeder to the load. The switch SW1 is then switched off. This switching scheme is known as Make before brake switching. Make before brake switching. Note that if the local bus voltages appearing in both the preferred feeder side and the alternate feeder side have the same magnitude and pace, there will be no transient in the load when the switch is operating. Make before braking. So dynamic voltage restorer teach in next class. Thank you.